This is Power Talk with Roddy Layton at Sports Scene TV. And today we want to talk about how to get ready for college. What things should you do right now to prepare yourself to get into college? The first thing we want to focus on is the first thing we want to do in the morning. We want to make sure we start each and every day with a healthy breakfast. You got to think, if your body is going to bed at 9 o'clock and waking up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, that's 9 to 10 hours. Your body hasn't had any kind of nutrients or any kind of hydration. So every morning, you want to make sure you get some water in your body and get a healthy meal. This is a great way to start your day, so that way you're prepared to think mentally in class and physically on your field of sport. Second thing, we want to read. You should read one non-academic book a month, whether it's through your accelerated reader program, your drop everything and read, or silent sustained reading, or maybe it's just for your own enjoyment. Get used to reading a lot, because in college you're going to read several books. We want to get you accustomed to the rigorous amount of reading that you're going to do, so that way you could be successful in college. Don't just read the assignments the teachers are giving you. Read outside of those assignments and get better. Think of it this way. A lot of you guys go to practice, and then on the side you go to maybe a pitching coach, a batting coach, a speed coach. You do additional work to get yourself better as an athlete. Well, we want you to read. Do additional work outside of your classroom work to make sure you're going to be successful in the classroom. Remember, we are a student first, athlete second. So we always got to make sure we take the student part first. The next one is stretch, and there's two ways we want you to think of this. The first stretch, we'll think physically. There's a story that goes in Africa when the sun rises up in the east. The gazelles see the sun and they do a nice big stretch, and then they take off running. They know they have to be faster than the fastest lions, because if they get caught, they won't see the sun set in the west. When that sun comes up in the east, the lions also get a nice stretch and they take off running. Those lions know they have to be faster than the slowest gazelle, because if they don't, they might not catch their food that night and they could starve to death and don't see the sun set. So the moral of this story is really get up, stretch, start running. That's the physical aspect. But the mental aspect, we want you to start stretching your mind, stretching your imagination, stretching your time to make sure we take the full capacity of our brain, our potential, and use it into the academic classroom. Read a different genre book. I have my favorite authors too. Don't get caught up in the same authors. Make sure we stretch our vocabulary when we're speaking. Make sure we stretch our writing style. So this is just not just a physical stretch, but a mental stretch. Stretching our limits when it comes to how many hours we could put in academically and athletically. And this is basically making us flexible, not only physically to prevent injuries, but also mentally, socially, psychologically, so we're successful in college. Fundamentals is our next step. I've had the opportunity to be at practices at a collegiate level, participate at a collegiate level. I've been at some NFL practices, some NBA practices. I've been to a Major League Baseball game and watched their practices. Fundamentals is something that's across the board. Whether you're starting off at the youth level, if you're at a high school level, collegiate or professionally, fundamentally sound football, basketball, baseball, learning how to run track with the correct procedures, correct fundamentals. These are all extremely important. So once you start learning fundamentals, make sure you hone in on your craft, make sure you're good at it, because fundamentals are going to be from the lowest level to the highest levels. Focus on the fundamentals all the time, be the best you could be. Our final and fifth step to get you ready for college is understand there is no off season. There's only next season. We are preparing when our season ends for the next sport we're going to participate or for that next season. This means we're preparing nonstop to physically be ready for our next sport and mentally. Remember, most students do best when they're in their sport. Academically, studies show that students while in sport do better than when they're out of sport. So we're always in season, so we get used to preparing to being in season. So no off season, only next season. I hope these goals help you. Our goal is to get you into 4 years of college to have a 40-year career. So we're preparing in high school for 4 to get you into 4 years of college. We'll take that redshirt year, give us that 5th year, give us an opportunity to do a double major or start working on our master's, and that should give us a 40-year career. Today, I hope these steps help you get ready for your college. Good luck.